I'm often asked what type of nail shape is going to suit me and what sort of nail shape should I go for. So what type of nail shapes and what suits you better is going to depend on your hand shape and also your hands. So if you have very little hands, the last thing you want to do is to add a very long extension or a very long shape to your nail. So I'm just going to take this a little bit closer just to show you a little bit. So on mine, as you can see, I've got an almondy shaped nail. Now they suit my hand because I feel that my hands are a little bit chubby, and also I feel that yeah, they add length. They add length to my hands. So I keep going back and forth. So I just wanted to show you. So some people will say, well, why do you have this shape, or why don't you have square? I just feel that the square cut my fingers off. So I wanted to show you a few nail shapes and why I think that these are the type of shapes that will suit certain hands. Now, if you have a very small hand, you don't want to add a lot of length to your finger because they're just not going to balance out. So it's quite nice then that way to keep a slightly shorter nail. Now, what you could do is, I'm going to show you a couple of nail shapes which are over here. Now these are great because what these allow you to do are to have a look at all the different nail shapes. So on here you can see that this is a round, it's classed as a round. This one here is classed as a square. This one here is classed as a stiletto. This is an almond. This is square and a bit of round on the edges, and this is classed as a squoval. And this one here is classed as a coffin-shaped nail. Now, again, anybody can have any nail shape that they want. There is no restriction. But if you're asking for advice on what would look better, is a lot of the youngsters, a lot of the younger generation, you know, they do like to have these very beautiful coffin-shaped nails and also the stiletto. But look at the type of job that you do, look at the type of work that you're going to do, and do they fit round what you need? So what type of nail shape and what suits you better will also depend on the type of work that you do. Now I know obviously within the sort of like medical field, the NHS and the hospitals, etc., you wouldn't have one of these nails. It just wouldn't be practical. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell at the bottom. You'll be able to get lots of little tips like this that could possibly help you in deciding what is going to be the best nail shape for you. Now, when you're typing, constantly typing, could you imagine that this shape is really not going to be practical? Because what you end up doing is that you end up using the tip of this, which actually does add a lot more pressure. So this is not advised. So this shape is really good for typing. This shape is really good for typing. This one and this one. These two on the end, this stiletto one here and this coffin shaped, probably not the best for typing. But if you're in another type of industry, customer service, or you just want to, you know, show your nails off for a nice party or event, then there's any shape that you could go for that weekend. But just remember, you know, from this one, if actually you wanted these for the weekend and you knew you were just going to have them for the one day, it's not a problem to have these for that weekend, not a problem. But they will need to be rounded off if you are going to be constantly typing. So these are types of nail shapes and what suits you better. It's going to be down to you as an individual choice, which ones you like, which ones you want to go with. But ultimately, look at the type of job that you do. And if that was useful, please hit the notification bell, subscribe to my channel, and look out for some more beauty tips and nail tips that I am going to be sharing with you on this journey. Thank you.